It's Down to Business with Jack Miller. Forget what they teach you in school. This is real life, not Wall Street, but Main Street. A real show on what's really involved with starting and running a business with all the ups and downs. Our guests will answer your questions and provide you with valuable information. Stay tuned and join in the conversation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me, Jack Miller at Down to Business. I'm here with Todd Cohen, my co-host, and my beautiful and sexy producer, Wanda. The call-in number is 305-541-2350. You can follow us and search us and stalk us on Facebook at Jack Miller Down to Business and Twitter, HJackMiller1. I'd love to connect with you there. I'm glad everyone joined us back. We got a lot to cover. I don't know. Did anyone see the Trump announcement? We talked about it last week, but I actually Sunday had time to listen to the whole thing. Anyone see it?
I saw it, and I liked his little back and forth that he has going with Neil Young, who is one of my favorite rock stars.
I'll tell you, got to give Trump credit. He's a little bombastic, big exaggerator, but I like the refreshingness of what he says. You know, I don't know if I want his finger on the trigger as they speak. I don't know if they have that anymore, but I kind of like him. What do you think, Wand?
It's Donald Trump. He's kind of a cartoon character for me, but, that's all right.
You know what? I kind of, he is, but
he's very wealthy.
Yeah, forget the
and
wealthy.
He'll tell you that.
He's certainly very wealthy.
Many of our presidents have been very wealthy. That's not really an issue for me personally. But I will say that I do not want the word Trump written all over everything that means something in our country, our flag, the White House, the Capitol building.
Okay, no more politics. I don't want to irritate my my listenership, but I found him refreshing. Very.
Sure.
He's entertaining for sure.
I got you. He's entertaining. I enjoyed it. Anyway, a couple other things that Cuban said. I found them. He said, which is the truth. He said it's not about the money or the connections, but the willingness to outwork and outlearn everyone, and it falls on the leader to get the job done. You know, some people, I don't have the money, I don't have the connections, and the truth is you can outwork everyone. If you work and you learn and you hustle, I think that's critical. Another one, he said, don't start a company unless you're obsessed with it. It's something you love. If you have an exit strategy in advance, it's not an obsession. I think that's important. You have to really love what you do. If you don't love what you do and if you're not passionate about it, it just doesn't work. And I know Todd's passionate about real estate and helping people.
That's right.
That's why you're a super success with it, right?
That's right.
I hear you. I want to talk a little bit, and Todd, you can chime in on this. You know, I spend a lot of my time in my practice doing turnarounds and workouts for companies and businesses that under financial distress. And I know no one likes to talk about it, but I've had the first couple shows were devoted to it. And I actually wrote something on the 10 common turnaround and workout mistakes that I think, even though if it's not a workout, this is really for every business needs to get to understand these. And I just want to spend a few minutes on it. In no particular order, I see a lot of businesses fail because the owners at some point aren't as involved as they should be. And they put their faith in undependable management who just, frankly, take the salary and let things go. And I think managers need to micromanage. They need to be involved in every detail of everything. I'm working on a case this week, and they have a lot of accounts receivable. A lot of them are more than 60 days old. They're starving for cash. And as we went through them, we found out a lot of the accounts receivable were not coded correctly, were returned wrong, because people in their clerical department, frankly, just screwed it up and didn't pay attention to it. And the company's choking. And I see this time in and time again where owners just don't get directly involved in every aspect of the business. And I think it's important that they focus on the minutia, because the minutia is really critical, really critical. And a lot of times I see they act just too late. They ignore the problems. They think the problems are going to go away. I'm sure you see this, Todd, all the time. They use what I call the hope and pray method.
Never works.
You got to jump on a problem. It's like a cancer as soon as it happens. And I would stress that to businesses all the time. I just see that all the time. I also see a lot of owners of business, frankly, they act like goofballs. You know, they're out. I don't know what they're doing. They're on their boats. They're driving their Corvettes. Their businesses are choking, or their competitors are at their footsteps, and they're just acting totally immature and like goofballs. So the world really needs. So these are just a couple things I think I wanted to give as little tips. I'll try to give a few each week. Don't get depressed if business is bad, but get into the action of it because it's really critical. Did anyone watch America's Got Talent this week? You know how I do a quick left ring?
You love that show.
I love that show, and I'm hyperactive. I think about 28 things. I'll tell you, last night, I think it was last night or the night before. I love that show because I told you, I love the talent. Howie Mandel's great. Howard Stern's great. I love Mel B's, I don't want to say her impersonation, her accent. And Heidi Klum, of course, just reeks from sex. That lady doesn't have to do anything, and as she gets older, she gets sexier. But last night they had... they go through the show, and most of the people aren't really superstars. They're a hell of a lot better, a heck of a lot better than me. But toward the end, they had this one girl who was 11 years old, who was from Philadelphia, which I loved her, and she comes out, and you're expecting her to do, I don't know, a hip-hop or whatever 11-year girls did. And she had this operatic voice. It literally, I got chills up my spine. It was unbelievable to hear her, and it dawned on me, she really has a gift, and we all in ourselves have an innate gift that have been given to us by our Creator, and it's up to us to use our special gifts. Some people can play the piano, some people could do whatever, but this girl was given the gift to sing, and she needs to use that, and she is using it, and it was just fantastic. It was just fantastic, and it's just an amazing to watch someone with such talent. So, I don't know, just my thing on America's Got Talent. I think we could learn a lot from it. I see so many talented people, and they just don't use their talents to the maximum.
Or they waste them. That's right.
They're down on themselves. They're scared. Sure. They waste them. And the way I look at it, I don't want to get too much into religion, but the way I look at it is when you get a talent, I don't want to sound like Obama either, it's really a gift from your Creator, whatever religion you are or whatever it is. God gave you a talent. God gave us all talent and innate ability to do different things. And it's up to us. It's our obligation to use that talent to the maximum benefit for humanity.
Well, it's up to us to find it, to hone it, to nurture it, and to use it, in the best way possible. I mean, there are a number of things that could do and help with, one of which obviously is making money and being successful in the workplace. But, I mean, there are people whose talent really doesn't have anything to do with that. I mean, there are people whose talent, is helping other people, and that is great, and we need more of that in our world. So,
first of all, I have to tell you, my wife sent me a text that I act like a goofball sometimes.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's part of the game. Do you guys have a nice Father's Day?
I did have a very nice Father's Day. I'm not sure that we deserve our own day. I think we just got one sort of.
Let me tell you my day. I bought I don't know about you. I had to buy my kids breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I think 3 other meals. But I enjoyed it.
What?
But, yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
What? Okay.
I know, but they're good kids. But my wife, I love cookie dough. She got me cookie dough as a present, and she got me this delicious vanilla cake, and she put around the side of it Kit Kats, and on top of it peanut M&Ms. So I was in heaven.
Wow!
I know you
have a sweet tooth, don't you?
I have a sweet wife and a sweet tooth. Yeah.
Look, I mean, I'm not sure we deserve a day, as I was saying, but I think
Why don't you think you deserve a day?
I think we got a pity day because mothers certainly deserve a day. No one will ever deny that. They deserve more. They deserve a month. But, we got the pity day because mothers had a day, and that's fine. But just spending a day with your family and with people who love you and hopefully look up to you and want to spend that day with you is all that anyone could ever ask for.
I agree. I joke around about buying them breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's the truth. God forbid one of them take out their money. They're all making a fortune. But you know what the truth is? I really feel like I'm the luckiest father in the world. I have 3 fantastic. I'm sure every father feels that way, but I just feel I am so grateful to my kids. They give me so much joy and pleasure. and I'm lucky. One, I think we got to take another last commercial break.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go for it. Then we'll be back. Everyone, don't forget, look us up on Jack Miller Down to Business on Facebook, and we will be back in 2 minutes.